We're just gonna drive this tour bus around, okay, with our team. Say hi, Bari. Fadila.
Hello.
Yes, and we are going to explore 2 show flats today. So it can see you making rounds around the car park.
Okay, we're here. First stop. Tembusu Grand. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna make it unscripted, uncut. There's no like B-rolls or nothing. It's really like a raw take. We want to allow our audiences to experience like what does it feel like at the comfort of your home. That you can just come directly to the show flat. So we're at Tembusu Grand. This is the show flat. We're going in, and then we're gonna just like talk about anything. Just gonna talk about the entire. We're gonna look at all the balance units and everything. Okay, so if you're hunting for a new launch, I think this is gonna be a great series for you. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna switch to the main cam now. And
Whoa! Can you relax?
okay, let's go. Come on. It's a tricky one, lah.
Guys, I'm not even ready for this.
If you're wondering what is this is a new plot. It's called Jalan Tembusu Plot 2. So successfully built by Sydney. Look at the launch. 800 over units.
38 units here at Tembusu Grand. We have 4 blocks. 3 blocks are 20 stories high, and then 1 block is 21 stories.
To show you Tembusu Grand.
Alright,
Let's go.
let's go. Teammates hiding there.
So let's start with PLB Insights editorial senior research analyst, and also he and Fadila is in charge of this series. So
Alright, so this is a joint project by CDL and MCL Land. It's a very exciting project. The entire D15 area has not seen much new projects being introduced, but in 2023 there were 3 big projects that were introduced into D15. You look very chuan, are you okay?
it's okay, my stamina is improving. I just ran a 10 click, but I almost died running a 10 click. Okay.
You really look like you just ran
Okay,
10 clicks to come in here.
Okay, so these 3 mega developments were launched in 2023. At this point in time, this project, Tembusu Grand, MCL, CDL, only have 39% left, so 61% sold. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to talk about the balance units, site plan analysis. Let's start from here. Come, some quick brief facts, Grayce. So 600 plus units, 39% balance, bedroom unit mix.
Okay, so we have from 1 bidders to 5 bidders here. 1 bidders, we have about 20%, 20-ish percent, 18%, and then the 2 bidders, 3 bidders, we have 30% each. We also have 4 bidders, about 12% of the unit mix, and 6% are 5 bidders. There are only 2 5-bidder penthouse units here. So total, we have 4 blocks. 3 blocks are 20 stories high. The last block is 21 stories high. So something interesting to note about D15 area is that usually it's actually a very low-rise kind of area. So D15 is very popular with expats. There's a lot of good schools as well. It has not seen much kind of new land being sold, new projects being introduced. A lot of it is freehold developments from
And a lot of them were the boutique projects. Of course, you have some like high-rise freeholds in the past. For example, like One Amber, you have the Esta, you have Seaview. But most of the seafront facing units along, especially the Marine Parade Central region, example Côte d'Azur, all that, they're all 99 years. You also have Silver Sea. If you move on to like the Amber Mayor area, have a little bit more freehold, but definitely now 99 years are the predominant kind of like everybody's already used to 99 years GLS land plots. And just take note that these 3 launches, they're all like mega developments. This is 600 plus. Continuum, later we'll visit 800 over units. Grand Diamond, 1,000 units. So there's a new plot opposite this plot, which is stipulated probably to launch this year.
Yeah.
800 over units as well. That is by Sim Lian, right? So we're going to have a look at this project. But at this point in time, maybe Grayce, let's just show like what has been already been sold out. So we have like 2 bidders
The
already
2
sold out.
bidders are completely sold out.
Okay.
No more units left.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so 2 bidders are sold out. Rationale is because I think the quantum is pretty right. It's about 1.6 mil plus minus.
Yeah.
1 bidder, we're left with only quite
31 units.
Yeah, quite a handful. They're all at about 1.4 over million. Then the 3 bidders are also all gone. We're left with like 3 plus study and 2 plus study. 2 plus study is about 1.9. Then 3 plus study, we're looking at about 2.8 to 3 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I think there's still like 1 to 2 units of 3
5
bidder.
more. 5 more 3
right?
bidders available. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're on the higher floors.
Yeah, and take note that there's only 1 unit left on the 18th floor. That's about 2.5 million. But once you touch the topmost unit, you need to pay for the airspace.
Yeah.
So you need to pay for the airspace at 184 square feet compared to the usual 990 square feet. So it's about 200,000 more lah. So it's about 2.6, 2.7 million. Then you have 4 bidder at about 3.4, 3.5 million. Then 5 bidder is about 4.2 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's have a look at this project. Okay, maybe I start first.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna play around with this phone also. This is one of my new phones. Okay, so this project has a combination multi-story car park. Is the main I would say car park space that you will have. Take note, we're in the RCR development, so you do not have like the 1-to-1 ratio, because in a city fringe development you do not need to cater to 1-to-1 parking space towards the number of residence units. So totality about 500 odd parking space. I need to double check the number later, but you also have a nice basement car park on the other end. Surprising thing is that they have about 110 odd bicycle lots, because you're in D15. I think a lot of people can cycle straight away to the beachfront area. You're also about 8 minutes walk to Tanjong Katong MRT stations. 4 towers. I think one good thing is that the separation in terms of the depth of units in between is done pretty well. And you have a lot of facilities right at the top here. Tennis court is given, which is great. Co-working lounge is a new concept. Then yoga, gym is pretty cool, looking towards the 50 meters infinity lap pool. Nice, I think like a playhouse area, pretty huge. If you look at this size, plus the kids' playroom, I think this is really like a beautiful combination that you can bring your kids up to the top level. Then you can actually work out in the gym, your kids can play here. So I think it's pretty cool from here. Some things to note, Pets Corner. Nowadays, a lot of projects have this already. The concept is pretty cool. Then a lot of lawn space in between. Land size is about 210,000 square feet. Herb garden, gourmet pavilion. Things to note always whenever you buy a new launch is that you want to see where are the substation. So nowadays, substation bin center, they are all located in the basement, which doesn't affect any particular stacks. And then, and then you have this entrance towards the basement car park. So once you come in, I think it's done very well. You can go left towards the basement. Visitors go right towards the multi-story. Beautiful kind of like arrival courtyard. They really planned this part very well in the sense that once you come in, you can go straight. If you're a resident, just keep to the left lane. Most of the time, visitor just keep to the right lane, register at the guardhouse. Then they will have to turn right into the multi-story. Exit is not affected. Then you also have like a lot of different kind of garden and lawn space. So I like the fact that genset is kept right tucked at the corner, away from the stack, so it doesn't really affect your decision on the stack. So something to note is the facing. This portion is head court. So head court is like a high rise here, older development, probably 20 over years old, which makes sense for them to plant the multi-story car park here. Jalan Tembusu is the road to enter. Opposite will be the new Sim Lian plot. So take note, there are high rise here. Plot ratio is 2.8. The other side is the road already, Tanjong Katong Road. And take note that, of course, this road has been very popular. And of course, right behind us, in future, I saw the master plan, 2.8 plot ratio. So in future, it will be high rise as well. Let me hand over to Grayce. Come, Grayce, talk a little bit about the schools and stuff like that.
Okay. So in where to look Okay, in terms of schools wise, so we have 3 very popular schools within 1 kilometer. So we have Head Girls Schools, Tanjung Katong School, as well as Kong Hwa School. Within 2 km, you have even more schools. So I think the very popular Tao Nan is also within 2 km. So if that's something that you're looking for, I think parents' attraction effect is going to be strong right here. In terms of connectivity, I think in the past, D15 traditionally has been pretty, I think, termed as somewhere that you have to drive to access to. Dakota MRT is about 13 minutes away, but the upcoming Tanjung Katong line, which will be up, the entire brown line, will be up by June this year, stipulated for opening, and then the Tanjung Katong MRT station is just less than 10 minutes walk away. So in terms of connectivity, I think excellent. You're also located to a lot of malls, so you have your I-12, you have your Katong Mall, you also do have your Parkway Parade nearby as well, and then of course East Coast Park I think is going to be a big lifestyle attraction for people who they like to I think cycle on the weekends, right? That's why the number of parking lots, I think 107 for bicycle lots. Yeah, that's pretty unheard of, right?
Pretty nice thought process in terms of like livability, lifestyle needs and all that. And I think good thing to know also is D15 has been a estate of what we call the old money estate. Is that a lot of owners have been living here, landed private properties, and predominantly about 80% I think it's even more than 80% private properties.
Yeah.
You only have like a few belts at Marine Terrace, which are HDB apartments. The rest are predominantly all private properties, and it stretches all the way from Siglap towards Tanjong Rhu. And this entire belt, together with like the Long Island development, all that is going to be pretty exciting.
Mike, you never put your mic. You never put your mic.
Shucks. Okay, never mind. Hopefully you all can hear. So sorry. Okay, we need to talk about the site plan. We need to talk about the site plan a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about usually how do we analyze site plans. Okay,
so but I think before that, right, Melvin also mentioned, that we are going to be kind of surrounded by a high plot ratio of 2.8, 3.5, right? So do you think that will really affect, in the future, especially in terms of like construction as well?
So I think if you're somebody that values a bit more serenity, then go for the internal stacks. Yeah. So externally, most of the stacks is going to be fronted by high rise. Of course, like Jalan Tembusu opposite, there will definitely be like a setback. So you will still see the other project, but you can't get like a full-blown unblocked view.
Which is why you will see, right? Every time we analyze the site plan, we also want to look at, where are the bigger units or the more premium units fronting towards. So you look at these few stacks, right? They're actually internal facing, which gives us an indicator that actually the developers are looking at having, the internal view as something that is slightly more premium as well.
So these are all the 4 bayders, as what Grayce has pointed out. So Sec 2, 7, 10, 31.
Yeah, these are the 5 bayders, I believe.
Yeah, 15 and 18, 5 bayders. So if you're hunting for, let's go with the smallest one, all the 1+ study, all the stacks are still available, which is the green color one. So there are still available units. In totality, 30 over units. They have different variations of facings, but I think if you want quiet facing, it'll be 1 and 25. So stack 1, there's still balanced unit. It's just that quantum wise will be 1.4 plus.
2 bayders wise completely sold out, but the 2 bayders are also the external facing ones. Yeah, which is why I think the price point, the quantum is also more palatable. Yeah.
So all 2 bayders are gone, the blue color ones.
This dark blue one.
Yeah.
2+ studies are the lighter blue ones. 8, 9, 16, 17, 24, and 32. You do have some really nice, actually, internal facing blocks.
Right.
Yeah, actually, they're all internal facing. Asking at 1.9 to 2.
Yeah. And then the balance will be all the 3+ study, because the 3 bayders, largely, 3 bayders are the golden color ones. 6, 30, 11, 19, also all external facing. Okay, so you can start to see a little bit about the psychology of planning, usually by the architect and developers, is that they try to usually give like a nice choice variation, but those that they sort of have really having that gut feel that which one will go first, right, is that most of the time they will give them external facing. Like 3 bayders, maybe they already predict it will be very popular because of the quantum. they will give it external facing. The larger units are usually internal facing. You do get to see like why is it that some small units are facing internally is because they want to give it a bit more choices, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of course, the 3+ study, we still have quite a fair bit of units left. You can choose, even at every floor, I think there's an option available for you. So this is the beige ones. Yeah, so here 14, 22, 23. So for 3+ studies, you do have the option of choosing between internal facing or external facing. And then, yeah, there's later we'll explore this a little bit more because there's still quite a fair bit of units available.
Yeah, 3+ study, generally 3+ study, 4 beders, 5 beders. I think across board, right now, based on balance unit, we're looking at about $2,400 to $2,500 per square foot. Some of the smaller units, like 1+ study, the higher floors one are at about 2,006 plus. 2+ study, also about 2,006 plus. So I would say that the range is between 2.4 to 2.6, which of course this is already the new pricing starting from 2022 December. So if you have followed us on NOTG and PLB Insights, we talk about the fact that the previous era, based on our 5-year cycle, is that previous era is all between 2007, 2006 to 2008. The new era starting from December 2022 is from $2,000 onwards, and this is RCR, it's not OCR district. So 2426 is the new launch pricing over here, and very likely the second plot by Simlian, we're not sure what's the launch price. Likely it could be 2627. So this having the balance units, I think there's still some good choices over here.
So potentially you could be thinking also, should I buy one of the units that are still available right here at Tembusu Grand, or should I, wait for the new launches to buy? Like I believe there will be that dilemma, knowing that there are 3 launches already, and then there's also going to be one upcoming new one. Perhaps you might be thinking, should I buy into one of the launches that have already been launched versus one of the launches that are upcoming? I think this really depends on the pricing and as well as the land bid price and the launch pricing of the new projects, and to compare across board, right? In terms of, there are other things to consider also, in terms of number of units, whether it's leasehold, freehold, you do have options right here. So depending on, the floor plan layouts also, you could select a unit that makes sense for you.
Okay, let's explore the show units.
Okay.
All right. So, if you have not seen like new launches before, usually at launch, developer strategy is always to showcase certain show units that they think will be very popular. Once those are sold out, they will modify their show flats a little bit. I'm not sure whether there has been any modification, but it seems that 3+ study is available, 2+ study, 4-bedroom. These are all the
units that are still available.
Units that are still available.
There are no 5 bidders.
No 5 bidders.
There are no 5 bidders here. So 3 different types for us to explore today.
Yeah, let's go for the smallest one first.
Okay, so I believe, right, in terms of design, they have 2 styles. So the contemporary style as well as the luxury style. So this is what? This is 3?
This 2+ study.
2. Oh, okay.
Okay, so the 2-bedder has been sold out. Those are dumbbell layouts. Yeah. This is like the proper layout with also enclosed kitchen. Usually dumbbell layouts do have no enclosed kitchen. And of course, those that has been sold out, the quantum has been very palatable. This is more towards 1.9 million. Okay, but one thing I noticed, Grayce, is that there's an aircon unit in the study area. Yeah. So it's not like a void space. You can really use this as a full-blown study.
So this is technically what you are paying the premium for, this study room. Yes. Some people, they really like it because you can convert it to, a proper, let's say, room. If you put in a small bed, you are also able to use it like some of them just do storage, walk-in wardrobe,
wine cellar, music room, put a piano, tuition room, and stuff like
kids studies room. Yeah, so there's many options that the study space can give you. If you potentially think that you might need more space, then this is something that you might want to consider the plus study.
So take note, if you're first time buying a new launch, when you come to a show flat, look out for this ID treatment kind of labeling. So ID treatment means that these are not included, but in Singapore, when you buy new launches, kitchen cabinetry, appliances, they're all given. Usually they will put in things like this to tell you what is going to be included with the sale. But aircons are all done.
Yeah. So funny thing is that the last time we were at KL, exploring the new launches there. So in KL properties, the aircon units don't come with the home, right? But in
usually it's
Singapore,
blank,
in
No
Singapore,
cabinets,
the
no
basic renovation is already done for you. Yeah. Okay, so entering the 2+ study, here you have the door, of course, with your lock set. Okay, let's check this out. This is where your DB box is, as well as this is not ID treatment, is it?
Yeah, this is given. Yeah, so the shoe cabinetry space, they're all given.
Yeah. Okay. And then right here, I think
This is
ID treatment, so you can do like a little bench, you can do more cabinetry for your shoes as well. I think it's up to you. Yeah.
Hey Grayce, they are giving metal swing grill gate, which is really interesting. It's like
I don't think they have it here, right?
they're really.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Usually condos don't give this, but this project they give a metal swing grill gate. Interesting.
Okay. Nice.
So you can keep a door open for cross vent.
Let's see what is the... Okay, so floor tiles are porcelain floor tiles with matching tile skirting, wall and false ceiling with paint, and then also the laminate finish for the cabinetry.
Yeah, so aircon is a Mitsubishi electric inverter system. Then let's move on to the kitchen, have a look at the brands.
Okay, so this is the kitchen space. I would say for a 2-bedder is actually quite generous, So many 2-bedders now, in the market, you don't have a enclosed kitchen. So something like this, if you're someone that loves to cook, so I mean some of our buyers also do tell us like they do not want open kitchen nowadays, because a lot more people are like cooking, So this is like sometimes your kitchen is just on one side. This one is like a dual side kitchen.
Yeah.
So here you do have your top hung cabinetry, your Miele hood and hob, as well as your oven here, and then your washer dryer is located right here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
from SMAC.
backsplash is all done. Material wise, porcelain floor tiles.
Porcelain tile finish.
Okay.
Yeah, for the.
So all these are
counter.
porcelain. Porcelain countertop, porcelain backsplash. Okay, the only thing that I noticed is that, of course, there's no like open fire burning system. This is induction. Plug points are good. Only here is that you might need to customize your own like dish rack. So there's no dish rack. This is something.
But actually, it's perfect. You can do a over, like a hanging one.
Yeah.
And then you can just hang it here. Yeah.
But I do like this glass panel though. Is this given?
I think this should be ID treatment.
Oh, this is ID treatment. Okay.
So this is a glass, is it?
Oh no, this wooden strips are ID treatment, but I
But
think
the glass,
is
right?
given.
Yeah. The glass is given. So I mean, if you want to keep it like semi-open kitchen concept, you can just keep it open. If you would like to, give more privacy in the kitchen space, maybe sometimes might be a bit messy, or if you're cooking, then you can do ID treatment like this as well.
So the lacquered glass is given, which I think is great. Yeah.
Okay, stepping out. This is basically your living space with the dining tucked over there. And then you also do have your balcony space. So if I'm not wrong, all the units here do come with balcony space. So if you are an internal facing unit, then definitely, you have this nice balcony. I think you can do your exercise, you can do alfresco dining, you can, set it up however you would like.
Yeah. And this is a very common feature already, meaning that you can actually do up your own balcony screen. So they will usually attach like an annex for you to reference what kind of balcony screen, but it has to be in line with the entire facade of the condo. And of course, balcony spaces nowadays is that you can utilize this to be a little bit like an outdoor space, put in a small outdoor table chair, flush with carpet grass, and it's like a good open area as well.
Yeah, personally, I really like balcony spaces. Yeah, so I think like after I moved in, then I kept like having this feeling that I really want a balcony. Yeah, so maybe my next home I'll get one with a balcony. I don't know, like I just grew
to have a balcony.
Yeah, I just grew to have this like I don't know, like
Southern liking.
Yeah, I guess so. Like I want to read in the balcony. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, in terms of space wise, I think still pretty generous for a 2-bedder.
Yeah.
Dining room can do this. Sometimes you can do a ID, kind of dining table to have it like folding out here. Just nice. Your kitchen is right here. Actually, if you don't want the enclosed kitchen, you can also open up the glass, right?
Yeah.
Then you can do an extended kind of, what do we call it, peninsula?
Peninsula.
Peninsula out, and then you can just have a dining here. Or I was thinking you can actually do like a bar table here, and then looking inwards towards the kitchen.
If you do a peninsula, I think you can sit up to probably about 4 people. You can utilize this as like, you can use your laptop here, a little bit like workspace at home. It will look pretty cool.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's check out the room. So, common bath is here. If your guests are coming, then definitely they can use the common bath. Let's see.
So, Grayce, I think one thing that is in line with the brand is that this is Tembusu Grand. They want to make it grand in the sense that there's a bit of luxury feel. So if you look at the facade, there's some like nice golden palette on the external facade. Brands are also good. Gerberit, they have Hans Grohe, Miller. So a lot of like European brands given to the residents here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of cabinetry, you do have your vanity, kind of mirror here. Let's see. Yeah. So these are all provided. Sometimes in developments, only the sink is provided, and then a lot of this mirrored cabinetry is ID treatment, so that's good. So you do have this, your WC, as well as a standing shower in your common bath.
And of course, I think the layouts nowadays are more or less like pretty, I would say, standard in terms of how they arrange. Most of the time, the key difference will be things like, okay, what are the appliances brands that are being given? How's the workmanship? Are there ventilation windows in the bathroom and stuff like that? So this one doesn't have, but it has like a ventilation shaft. Then this room will be the second room. Nice design. I think you can take for reference. It can be utilized as a kid's room with like a loft furniture deck, and I think the bottom is great for a play area as well. So I think one thing to note is that I like the color palette tonality. This is a little bit like a ladder kind of feel for the external portion of the wardrobe. There's also a nice handle for you. So sometimes like wardrobes that developers give is if it's like glass and then you keep touching it, you'll get a lot of stains. So this is like a good feature. You also have like a metal kind of thing. So it's a bit more durable rather than just pulling up with a louver system for the wooden cabinetry. So there's soft closure as well. If you come here on the other side, these are like open shelvings. Things to note is that whether is the developer giving you the wardrobe all the way to the ceiling, because sometimes developers want to save money, they give up to a certain level and leave the top blank. So this of course shows that CDR and MCR Land, they are really giving like very good quality kind of like finishings for you. Yeah. Let's follow Grayce to the master.
Okay. We are here in the master bedroom. So here you do have a king size bed, as well as space on the right, before your cabinetry that is provided here. So is this the same? I think it's different material than the one, right? Yeah, it's different material.
Metallic,
yeah.
right?
So this one is like a little bit of a tempered glass feeling. So when you slide it open, then you do have, cabinetry space for you. Drawers have been provided as well. Like what Melvin mentioned, is also all the way up, and then, plenty of space right here. So of course, as usual, opposite the bed, you can do up, your TV feature wall. You're able to do up any kinds of vanity tops as well. So some people, they do like a little table and then tuck under chairs. So this will be good for, like vanity space. And then windows here is floor to ceiling. I saw the windows in the other room is actually not floor to ceiling. So it actually stops somewhere 3/4. Here it is floor to ceiling windows, aluminium glass windows as well. And then stepping here. Okay, this is pretty unique, right? So on the other side of the wardrobe, they've provided this additional storage space on the side. So for your sunglasses, belts, any kinds of accessories that you have. And then right here is your master bath. I would say master bath is actually very generously sized. So for a 2+ study, this is a very, very generous master bath. You do have good space here as well as a standing shower. And then it is pretty common that in the master bath, you also do get the over the head, kind of rain shower. And yeah, I think most of the things are pretty...
Okay.
Yeah.
So for flooring in the bedrooms, they are giving engineered timber flooring. So these are engineered timber flooring. Maybe we should also mention a bit about like pros and cons a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
So, of course, certain developments they will give you engineered timber in the living room or maybe marble. So this developer they are giving porcelain. Of course, something to note is the grout lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes for porcelain with a bit of grout lines, of course now there are solutions like maybe once or twice a year you do need to clean a little bit. Or actually I think there's a new kind of solution is that you can actually have like the marble kind of like filling one. So you can actually
Fill up the grout lines with marble.
Get somebody to fill up the grout line so that every year you don't have to worry about like dirt and all that. So I think those can be easily solved. Yeah. Alright, let's move to the other one. Okay, let's go. We're left with like
Okay, we need
4
to
minutes.
speed up. We need to speed up a bit.
Okay, so 3 bedroom. We just show the layout.
Yeah. So we'll talk a little bit more about layout because a lot of the things, I mean, we did cover in the 2+ study. So here we'll talk more about the layout. This is the 3+ study. 3+ study, we still have quite a fair bit of units there.
173 square feet.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry. Okay.
Done. So, kitchen, definitely sizable. WC, there is yard area. There's a home shelter as well. Then I think like really spacious ventilation window.
I mean, the home shelter usually, doubles up as a helper's room sometimes.
Yeah. DB box area. So you have like this foyer zoning. Okay, come.
Yeah, so no, I think something about this layout is also that, you know, some people they don't like that when they open the door or when the door is open that you can directly look into the main living area. So one thing unique is that there's actually this space here. I believe it's so your door doesn't actually front towards the living room itself. Yeah.
Hey, the master room bath is spacious, very spacious. Okay, small little intricate things to note is that, okay, this is a Gerberite WC, is hanging on the wall. These are like more expensive to construct, so it's not laying down on the floor. Glass swing door, so a lot of good brands given here. Ventilation window, rain shower, so I think it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I learned something new. This is called satin glass. Satin glass finish. Yeah, so it's actually really nice. So it has that. It's what you talked about, right? Glass, but it doesn't have that. Get
stain.
your fingerprints on it.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So I think there's a little bit more space here for the 3+ study compared to the 2-bedder. Okay, come. Let's move to.
I feel like their baths are really generous though.
It is a good design, Grace. Okay,
We're just taking some reno ideas. Yeah, so for here they've done like a platform bed and then table here. It's really good if you have like a pretty tight space and you want to make it efficient. Usually, you know, for common rooms you're unable to fit in a table like that unless you put it on the other end. So this is a smart way to put it, you know, beside your bed. Yeah.
Right. What do you think, Barry, of this place?
What? I'll get the 4-bedder.
4-bedder, okay, then we're gonna check that out soon. Yeah. So, okay, one thing about this study, right, is that you are able to hack this down as well. So you can open this up. Yeah, so this one you hack down, right?
Need to check the floor plan, okay.
I believe for the study you are able to hack down.
Okay, let's check the floor
to
plan.
open it up.
Okay, because now, for all government land sales, they are all PPVC kind of stuff. Okay, this one, yeah, you're right. So that particular wall, you can hack down. The wall to your 3rd bedroom here, you can hack down. But take note, the connecting wall from bedroom 3 to living, you cannot hack down. All this you cannot hack down because these are PPVC requirement. The only floor plans that are hackable are the en-bloc projects like Continuum. So later we'll have a look.
Yeah. So usually people like to actually be able to hack down this wall instead so that they're able to enlarge the dining space or this one. Then they can have a bigger living space. But in this case, you are not able to. You'll only be able to hack this one down to open up. If you want to do it like an open, you know, like a gallery area or display your tea sets. Yeah.
Tea sets.
That's why people like to have a tea room.
Okay.
Okay, so let's
Okay,
explore
last
the one that Barry wants to buy. The
Okay.
4-bedder. Later we're going to put in a check for Barry. Yeah, so just exploring this place. Oh, Sorry, hey, there's someone inside.
Oh,
Sorry. Sorry.
sorry. Somebody is inside, is it? Okay. Oh, filming. Okay.
Okay. We'll wait out here.
Okay. We'll wait a while.
Yeah. We are filming at a time where there are also like people viewing the show flat. There's still about 39% of the units left. So we've seen quite a few buyers here as well.
Grayce, let's have a look at this, the smart home system.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing about Tembusu Grand is that it does have a smart home system. So I believe I saw on the brochure, but I can't remember. It's like something like my residence, my project, my condo, my home, something like that. So at every stage, there's this smart home integrated system. So in terms of my residence, is the entire project itself is smart. So I think, but I do feel it's quite a norm now that the entry into the project, that part should be automated lah.
Yeah, which is the car plate recognition, which is good.
This is very, very helpful actually. If so I recently experienced this, that when you register your car plate with the condo project, when you drive in, they don't even need to ask you like, what are you here for or whatever. Once they scan your car plate, the gantry will just open for you and you can enter. Yeah, so this is very, very good for your guests. And then in your home itself, of course, the cameras, the aircon controls, lighting, lock set, doorbells, and so on. Yeah, smart community as well. Yeah, intercom, booking.
There's also concierge, they call it residential host.
Yeah. So when you move into a condo, right, one thing you will want is also to leverage on the facilities. But the big nightmare is if you have to go through, extensive processes to go and book the facilities. So I think this will be helpful for you to leverage on. Yeah. One thing they've done right is that the entryway always doesn't look right into your living space. Feels
a
good.
long day.
This is Melvin's second shoot already. He came from a home tour.
Came from Glasgow Road. This is 4-bedder. What's the size? 1,400 plus square feet.
Yes, I believe so. 4 bedders are
1432.
1432.
1432.
1432. Quite a fair bit of units available. Yep, asking at 3.4, 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the layout makes it look spacious.
Yeah, immediately you step in, there's a good feel. So, proper living space, as well as as well as space to accommodate actually, this 8-seater dining. So a lot of space, and then this open kitchen kind of concept. So here you do have your island, as well as a dry kitchen. So dry kitchen, and then your wet kitchen is actually behind. So dry kitchen, you have a sink here as well. And then your fridge is here, I believe. Yeah. Oh wow! So it's actually two sides. One side is the fridge, and the other side here is actually your freezer. Yeah. So if you're someone that loves to cook, you love to host, this will be perfect. Two separate fridges for you, and then all the way, cabinetry to the top. So floor to ceiling height, and then of course here you do have your built-in oven, and then more satin glass cabinetry.
Your new vocab of
the day. Yes, my new vocab. Power points here as well. So if you have any kind of like blenders, rice cooker and all that, you can put it here. But of course, this is just your dry kitchen for hosting. I love that it overlooks, and it's just right adjacent to the dining space. So that's great. Oh my god, I'm having blocked nose.
Because you went for a late night run yesterday, right?
Yes.
5 kilometers.
With Lester, he's outside.
You're on track. Okay, so bigger units, usually you have ventilation windows. So 2 sides, huge kind of kitchen sink, and then cabinetry all the way to the top. This seems like a very different material. Let's have a look at what is this. Yeah. Countertop. Oh, it's also porcelain tile finish. All the cabinets for the bigger size unit, they're all giving satin glass finish. So this is surprisingly porcelain. It's a darker tonality compared to the 2-bedder. Even the cabinetry system also darker tonality. You have, of course, like open burner system here for the large units. Then
sink here as well, a bigger one for your heavy washing. So sinks are from Blanco, and then
Smack.
Your Smack washer dryer.
Yeah.
And then what is this? Cabinetry space again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then windows at the back. Yeah. Let's see this. Okay, you do have one more WC unit here as well. Yeah, so if your guests are using, then they could use this one. If not, they'll likely use the common bath outside. Yeah.
Hey, Grace, we can actually do like counter talking.
Huh?
You can talk and I can talk at the same time.
We can what?
You can talk and I can talk at the same time.
So I go to the other rooms.
Okay.
Let's start talking.
Okay, go. Then we match. Okay. So, this is the master, while Grace is exploring the rest of the bedrooms. Master definitely feels bigger. Deeper in terms of depth of television towards the bed. Full panel. Something to note, usually all these have safety mechanism system where you can only open up to a certain kind of extent. You cannot push all the way outward, so it's safe for your kids. And ceiling height I think is pretty standard, should be at about 2.8. Later I'll double check for you. Take note, all these are ID treatment, but these are very good concepts for you to utilize, like a dressing table zone and all that. And 4-panel wardrobes. Okay, of course some of you might be thinking, hey, now if I buy a new Launch, maybe my wardrobe space is not sufficient. Of course, if you go for like the bigger size unit, this corner here can be utilized to make into like a L panel. You can still fit in like a 2-door L panel all the way to the ceiling. So additional 2-door wardrobe space on top of your 4 panels that you're given here. So his and her sink, Gerberit. This is Hans Grohe. Now of course you have behind the mirror storage space, bottom, vanity storage as well with soft closure, Gerberit system, and there's a nice like bidet system over here as well, rain shower. So I think everything is pretty kind of luxe kind of feel. So you have that dark tonality with porcelain tiles at the wall line. So I also like the switches that they're giving. It looks pretty posh.
So let's explore here. Stepping in the first room on your left is actually this kind of this room. I don't think this is so this is the third bedroom. Of course, third bedroom, all your cabinetry has been provided, same as the other rooms as well. And then you do have the engineered timber flooring here in the third bedroom, and then floor to ceiling height windows as well. So the only particular unit that the only particular room that we saw that doesn't have the continue. Okay, so the only particular unit that we saw that doesn't have the floor to ceiling height, oh my god, that sounds very stuffy. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, the only room that we saw just now that doesn't have the floor to ceiling height windows is actually because of the aircon unit. So if not, you should expect kind of this almost floor to ceiling height kind of windows. Stepping here, before you enter the next room, you also do have your common bath. So because the kitchen space actually eats up into here. Oh no, sorry, this is actually the bomb shelter. Yeah, is this the bomb shelter? Yes, this is the bomb shelter. So your common bath is a little bit further back. So I feel that for this project, you really have very sizable baths actually. Yeah, even the common bath is extremely huge. And then you do have huge ventilation windows. And yeah, all of your WC sinks as well, and then your cabinetry, for storage, any kinds of facial products that you have, you can just put it here, soap and all that.
Let me look at this room. So this is the 4th room, bedroom 4. Bedroom 4.
Yeah. So stepping here, this is actually the junior master. So junior,
good as a guest room, good as your study room.
So junior master, you have this junior master, you have this bath right here.
Crisscrossing.
So this is actually what we call Jack and Jill. So hello, say hi to Jack.
I'm not Jack. Are you Jill?
Yeah, Jackson Wong. Okay, yeah. So this is the junior master. So you're able to fit in a queen size bed, bedside table. Yeah, it's a little bit small, I would say. Yeah, for because you see when you fit in the queen size, actually there's not really much space to walk around.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
new launches are, I mean, this is the norm lah. Most
Yeah.
of the bedroom sizes are pretty similar already.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about how do we utilize the space. But I think there's a thing that we learn along the years is that as spaces get smaller, what is really important is that when you buy into a project, you're not just buying the internal space, you're buying the lifestyle that comes with all the external facilities. So it's a bit like a nice blend. Like in the past, maybe older projects, not much facilities, bigger space internally, but you don't. Once you go downstairs, you don't get to enjoy much.
Yeah.
Now is that you go downstairs, it's like a whole new kind of like feeling, lawn
Correct.
space and everything.
So in this in Tembusu Grand, actually there's a 40-meter block to block distance. That's extremely generous, right? So whether you are like internal facing or whatever, I think it is a good use of the space lah. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, to be in this project.
Let's go. Wait, let's run.
I scared you chuan.
Grayce is having a runny nose.
Yes, I am.
Poor thing. Okay, here. Ceiling height, floor to ceiling, averagely at about 2.77, which is about 2.8 lah. So 2.77, only the bathroom is about 2.4 because you need to hide the heater system and all that. So similarly, they are all PVC system. Walls are not hackable. But generally, I think the 4 bidders are very good layout, 1432 square feet. Okay, let's go.